let's talk about the limitations of this free version. Well, first of all, here within the plugin, you cannot load any wave samples. You need to use the files that another piece of software from Steven Slate Drums can create. These files that I'm talking about are the TCI files, all right? So these files are created with another software that comes in the paid version of this plugin. So we are limited to the samples that come here in this free version, which to be honest are pretty cool. You have some kick samples, another ones here, and you have some snare samples as well, all right? Pretty cool. So you cannot load any wave samples or something like that. But to be honest, these samples that come in the free version are very, very usable, and I think they can work pretty great to enhance a live drum recording. So now let's talk about the features of this plugin. First, let's break down a little bit the sections here. You have a gate, pretty cool. In case that you want to get rid of a little bit of room recording or some mic bleed, you have the input knob here. You have some filters, a low cut or high cut filter, like a high pass filter and low pass filter. You have some buttons here to increase the sensitivity of the software. You have the sensitivity knob and this detail, which comes very in handy. This sensitivity knob can be very useful for ghost notes, for instance, on the snare. So if you increase it, you're gonna have a little bit more of those ghost notes. Double click and it goes back to default. And this detail knob set up that threshold. When you see the waveforms here, with this detail knob, you're gonna choose what to replace. Whatever is inside this area is gonna be replaced. Right here on the output section, you have the volume and the mix knob. Pretty cool to have the mix knob because you can have a little bit of the original drum sound and a little bit of the sample. You can have it in 50%, 70%, pretty cool, and you can have a very good blend of both sounds. You can decide how much percentage you are gonna be replacing with the samples. I'm gonna demonstrate this later on. Here you have a mixer, pretty cool because you can blend different samples into one, and you can use this volume fader that you have here. You can also pan the samples or you can tune the samples. You can shift the pitch of the samples actually. You have the solo button, the mono button, and the face flip button here. So you have the browser here where you browse through your samples, the ones that you have available. These are the only ones that are available. And here in the settings, you can select the folder where the samples are. This is the route that it's following. So this folder was chosen previously on the installation. Another important section is this view curves section where you can mess with the dynamics of the samples. You can pretty much compress the samples more in case that you need it. To be honest, I don't need to use this because I want to manipulate the things on my mixer in my DAW. So let's move to the view mixer tab. Now I'm gonna use this plugin to enhance this live drum kit, and let's see what happens and let me know what you think about this.